really like been going through it, going through an a real intense transformation. Been watching things, so many things melt away from my life, from family to boyfriend to friend, very dear friend for 20 years. Finances of just like were a struggle beforehand, but then they literally just melted away to even to nothing, to like no income. And it was really strange because it was like no matter what I was doing, things would keep happening. My phone, brand new phone, would break, and then it'd take I had to, go to 4 different places to get a new phone, and it was a new phone, so it shouldn't have been like that. Cars keep breaking down, or just, it was just over. Rent got raised on top of everything else. It's just like over and over again, so much stuff, right? But it was also real peaceful and calming as well, because what I recognized through this whole situation is that really everything was melting around me, but I still remain. And that's a real powerful place. It's really an incredible space to be able to stop. You're like pushing so much to try to get things to go and to happen, and it's almost like you're pushing boulders up a mountain or something. And finally just, let it all go, let it melt away, and then just in my own energy I just stop. And so that's been going on very consistently for quite a while. But, on another note, and a lot of it I've been really focusing on what is it? I always feel like, always have felt like something deep inside that's kind of stopping me from making, being financially sustainable within my joy. I can be financially stable, going out and being miserable. I know that, if I want to go out and get a job that and not have my freedom and all of this kind of stuff. And that doesn't seem like a viable exchange. It doesn't make sense to me. So I knew that I have the power to do this and everything, and that it should be simple and easy and lovely and fun, but I can never figure out exactly what it is that keeps holding me back. So through this period, really befriended this wonderful Joanne, and she started giving me some really amazing suggestions as far as going into ways to go into actual ways of how to step into and see where the issues are, what to do to clear them, and this type of stuff. Oh, you've got this little thing here. So I followed that, and just wow, the discoveries, deep discoveries that have been shown to me, old contracts that have been made that I agreed to. Like I started seeing how I created subconsciously all of these things to happen through my beliefs. So I started really like looking at those and letting go of these beliefs and transforming them and going, yeah, okay, I could see why I decided I was going to believe that before. That does not serve me anymore, and I let it go. So I've been doing a lot of that as well, excuse me. And so yesterday, or a couple days ago, I'm at the point now where I'm like at $0 or less than $0. But I need, like within today, tomorrow, I really have to come up with $5,000 or $6,000. And so 2 days ago, I was freaking out. I totally lost it. I just cried and cried. I was miserable all day. And I was allowing myself, instead of feeling guilty about these feelings, or like, oh, I've got to stop this feeling because that's what I'm putting out in the universe and it's just going to make more of that happen. I really like allowed myself again to sit with it, because that's what I've learned. It's a lot more beneficial to sit with something and allow it to be and recognize it for what it is, to be able to let it go. So anyways, that's what happened again 2 days ago. And I was a mess. I was a mess. Really, really upset, really stressed out, freaked out, losing my mind, and I actually was like, "Oh my God, I really feel like I'm going insane." Because when you're bouncing back and forth in your mind so much, you go insane. Like that is insanity because you're not in tune with your presence. And I felt like I was inside of a bubble, and then either inside or outside the bubble, probably inside the bubble, it was all foggy, so I couldn't even see, I couldn't feel. I know that there's, because I've totally experienced like beautiful, graceful, consistent love, but that, and so I know about it, but I haven't been experiencing this. I just couldn't understand why. What is holding me back? So I talked to Joanne yesterday, and we were talking about it, and she started to really tune into me and ask different questions about this, about what I can do, what's holding me back. And she really tuned into some stuff that I knew was so true. And she asked if, I would allow her to help me clear this. And she said something that was very beautiful that I completely agree with. A lot of times we do our own clearings and everything, but it's just like, when somebody else comes and gives you a different perspective or something, you're like, oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of the same thing. If somebody else comes in and helps you with a healing or clearing or perspective, whatever it is, then we're all one. We are all us. Everything outside and inside is one, right? So that's a piece of that's me. Joanne is me talking to me, and heart to heart, soul to soul, sister to sister. So very grateful for this beautiful woman. So anyways, yes, I was like, please, yes, definitely. I totally and completely accept your help and appreciate it. And so, we're in different time zones, which worked out perfectly because she was able to do her work on me, for me, while I went to bed and was asleep, which is that I think that was an incredible coincidence as well to be able to have that. So, okay, that's why I'm online now, or while I'm making this video. I woke up this morning in just utter peace. I truly woke up and felt as if I was laying in the arms of the Great Mother with just pure love. You know how moms look at babies, right? And they sleep in your arms, and you look at them, and it's just the most peaceful, divine experience for the mother and the baby. And that is truly how I woke up this morning. And I couldn't move for a long time because I was in such a state of beauty and peace and love. Oh my gosh. I didn't really recognize the word, the love part of yet. I just felt so much at peace. But then as I did wake up or got out of bed and everything, this is where I'm going to have a hard time describing this. I feel so light. I feel as if I'm light. If something, like let's say that something is attached to you and sucking on your energy for so long, maybe, you don't even notice it. It just feels like that's what it is. You feel like that's how you are, either that you're just a mess, or you're just drained, you're just always tired, or you're just not good enough because you can't seem to get past that stump, or that you're good enough, so why isn't, and trying to like figure it out or surrender to all these things, which the surrendering to it is what led me here. So yes, definitely the surrendering is important. But what I realized is when this energy was cleared from me and tears are healed and everything, like I feel so naturally. I feel I don't have all of this tension. I don't have any of this worry and this fear. I still don't have the funds at the moment, but it doesn't matter. Like, I feel amazing. I really, truly do. And I feel like there's nothing to worry about. It's all already taken care of. Now it's just going to be able to, the perfect situations are just going to start sliding into my experience naturally, because now there's space for it too. All my energy isn't being just sucked away unknowingly to, all this different, like, I don't know, darkness or holes or, whatever it is. There's a lot of different things going on. But then I sat out in the sun. I went outside, just sitting here in like peace. And then I started feeling it. That's when I started feeling the love again. I started to feel the vibrance, the true, like, divine love that I am, that we all are, and that is, that I haven't been in any type of conscious awareness or experience in. I am so grateful. I am so truly grateful for Joanne's assistance in this work. I'm going to keep posting updates, because I know that as I'm accelerating and over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks, there's going to be so many changes. I've already seen so many changes happening very quickly in regards to the melting away, the letting go, the moving from the lack belief, or the lack feelings, or the, like, constriction. I've been like allowing all of that to melt away, and it just keeps going. It's faster and faster, and it's been pretty intense. So I know that now, as things have settled, and now that this whole, transformation happened literally overnight, you guys, overnight. Now I'm going, it's going to keep happening. The melting away is going to keep happening, but the freedom, the expansion, the abundance, everything else is already here, and I feel it. So I'm going to keep posting about my experiences over the next couple weeks in regards to this, and I imagine share them with you all. So I'm saying all of this to say that when there's things going on that you can't see in your energy field, it holds your vibration down. It kind of helps keep you more constricted. So it's up to us to face these beliefs. It's up to us to see them, to allow it to come forward, and then instead of like pushing it away, like go away from me, to really look at it and face it, and then it just, will melt away. But then also, getting a clearing like this from somebody who really can tune into you and do the work on a significant level. I've been around a lot of healers, you guys. I've been around a lot of people, and it's a lot of time, it's all very, very wonderful, very healing, very nice. But this was at a whole nother level. This was like the seed, the core of the issues I feel it. And if you have any drawing towards, or even a lot of confusion that you just can't seem to get through, I strongly recommend Joanne, or somebody like Joanne.